Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
I give him 2 points so far in the contest.
Oh, off the bank there.
And right now, York High is on a roll. Really, everything they're putting up is dropping.
Now, off the iron. David Ward for the push.
And it's good. And this is the matchup that most fans want to see. Ben Natal open for three.
3-point shot for Natal. And
they're pressing David Ward.
Amari Davis now with the ball, brings the ball up court. Tucker jump shot.
Outlet pass.
Down
Great
to Ben
outlet
Rill.
pass.
Ben Rill with a dunk.
Coming to you live tonight from Central York High School, it's Todd Edwards along with Brandy Shope, and we are in store for a big one as Sports Shooting Stars presents York High at Central York. And I'll tell you, it's always a rivalry, Brandy, and no exception tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, last game did not disappoint. We had a lot of action, very close game in the first half. It was pretty exciting.
Yes, and the crowd starting to file in here. A packed house is expected tonight. But as you settle in with your bottled water and popcorn, we have some stats and information that we'll present to you tonight in our pregame show with Sports Shooting Stars.
So let's first kick it off with some team info. So York High averages 64 points per game and gives up approximately 61 points per game. They're number 3 in scoring for the YAIAA. Nasir Barnes averages 20 points per game, and we're on a 4-game win streak. David Ward and Rashard Miller will be playing in tonight's contest. They were not in the first contest. Central York averages 74 points per game and gives up 57 points per game. The team has won 9 of its last 10 games. They're ranked number 13 in defense for the YAIAA. Saxon Sukanik, who was previously announced to be on the roster, has left the roster to head to UConn to play Division I football. Go Saxton. And they have a deep 8-man rotation.
Yeah, no doubt about it. By the way, you mentioned Saxon Sukanik. He's here right in front of me, not suited up. He's getting ready to go to UConn. But on that note, let's talk a little bit about some of the players to watch. Starting off with the visiting team, York High Bearcats. You mentioned David Ward, big contributor, along with Nasir Barnes. He was a freshman phenom last year with York Suburban, and he seems to be carrying it on here tonight. And all season, just with 4 games with York High, he's tearing it up. Also along with Brandon DeShields and Armani Borges, 4 players to keep an eye on for the York High Bearcats. On the home team, Central York, let's start with the Bens. Ben Rill and Ben Natal. Both each are 1,000-point scorers. You'll see these two guys light it up. Ben Natal already getting some D1 offers. Ben Rill, some Division II offers. Also, let's not forget Ryan Brown Jr., who's averaging 10 points a game, a player to keep an eye on tonight. And Byron Pinckney, another player for Central York. All players to keep an eye on for Central York. It's shaping up to be a big matchup here tonight, Brandy.
Well, Byron had an amazing game the last time that they played. He really broke out and had, some phenomenal plays throughout the game. Came out really hot.
Yeah, he was the player of the game, and the hard hat went to R.B. Brown. Who will they go to tonight? York High, Central York? Well, you have to stay tuned to Sports Shooting Stars as we are moments away as both teams are warming up from tip-off here. 7 home games. They're on the road a lot, so it's a big home game for Central York. The crowd's starting to file in. We thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars. And let's talk a little bit about some of the sponsors, shall we, that sponsor this season, upcoming basketball season, all season long. We'll start off with OSS Health, Thornton Automotive of Dover, Your Medicare Solutions, YMCA, Piccolo's Friendly Movers, Fairview Early Learning Center, Basil Insurance with our good friend Greg Basil, Gamlet, BLM Construction and Remodeling with Brian Singer, who will be providing another hard hat tonight to one of the winning players, State Farm with Josh Grove, Vertical Raise, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, Wise Printing, and S3 Performance with John Turpak and Ron Johnson. And let me take a breath, Brandy.
I know, we have quite a plethora of sponsors. We're extremely fortunate. We are always looking for new sponsors as we do many different sports, not just basketball and football. We've dabbled in cheerleading, baseball, track and field, and so we can't do those things without you. We also have something new this year, just came out. We have really awesome new sweatsuits. So we have some merchant gear for sale, Sports Shooting Stars. You can check it out on our Facebook page. Mrs. D's got tees. You can check out her Facebook page and also her website to see if you can get some Sports Shooting Stars merchandise. We appreciate the support, especially of our community, the businesses, and the fans.
Yes. Now we're going to make our way back up to the broadcast booth, sports fans. Todd Edwards, Brandy Shope, also along with Carter Scappa with the Scappa Report. Carter, before we go up to the booth, any thoughts from your end tonight between Central and York?
Not much. It should be a really good game tonight. We'll see what happens.
There you go. You heard it from the Scappa Report himself. Stay tuned. We'll be making our way up to the broadcast booth with more coverage from Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
Yeah, well, no, I took it off. And check your ball with which will make Blaze TV possible. Fans, you can follow the broadcast at hssi.tv.com and fans can watch Special Jack Jim Bob 55-inch TV giveaway during the first quarter break. Watch a Central York student attempt a 3-point shot with a chance to win a 55-inch big screen TV. Tonight's game is being filmed live by the Sports Shooting Stars Network. The game will be featured on Comcast Cable Channel 18 of New York, YouTube, Roku, and Facebook. All under the name Sports Shooting Stars. Thank you and good luck to both teams. And remember to give us a like on social media. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. Just a reminder, this contest is being played for the benefit of students and athletes of these two schools. No signs, banners, or noisemakers are permitted. All spectators are asked to remain seated at all times. Any spectator by directions of behavior interviewing this contest will be removed from the gymnasium. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. We now ask that you all please rise if you are able and join in showing respect for our national anthem.
That's how you get them all. You pick up the panther around. Okay. That's all we got.
There you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem from Central York High School. And yes, Brandy Shope and yours truly have made our way back up to the broadcast booth. We've gotten our steps in early this night.
Yes. A senior, number 1, David Ward. Number 10, Rashard Miller. Number 11, Josiah Romero. A sophomore, number 20, Nasir Barnes. And number 24, Brandon DeShields. Coached by Kerry Glover.
Mr. Jason Clippin, Mr. Tyson Dixon, and Mr. Jalen Williams. And now for your Central York Panthers, number 0, junior, Ryan Brown.
Number 0, Ryan Brown Jr.
Senior number 1, Ben Natal.
Number 1, Ben Natal.
Sophomore, number 11, Doug Lair.
Number 11, Doug Lair.
Senior number 12, Byron Pinckney.
Number 12, Byron Pinckney.
And senior number 13, Ben Rill.
And number 13, Ben Rill. Coached by Jeff Hope.
And Mr. Dave Greener. Now let's play some basketball.
And the excitement is building here, Brandy, as both teams get set for tip-off here. Central York comes in with a 10-1 record. Their lone loss on the road to Upper St. Clair earlier this year. As I mentioned in the pregame show, only 7 home games for Central York. They're kind of a bit of road warriors as they've taken their game on the road this season. York High, they come in with a 9-5 record under Coach Glover. Always a rivalry game between these two schools.
It's been, it'll be interesting to watch this unfold. There was 2 key players missing from York High in the first matchup, as well as missing one of their new player, Nasir Barnes. So, it's almost a completely different team playing tonight.
And I know you followed the York High Bearcats all year.
I do.
What the additions of David Ward and Nasir Barnes, what's that mean to the Bearcat team as we get set for tip-off here?
Well, it's going to be huge. I mean, both of them are very strong guards. David's very big three-point shooter, and Nasir gives a huge advantage to moving the ball.
The tip went out of bounds. And the Bearcats with the possession. The inbound pass to Rashard Miller. And we are underway from Central York High School, and a steal by Ben Natal. Drives to the bucket and a put in. Ben Natal. And the and one. And we mentioned in the pregame show, one of 2,000-point scorers for the Central York Ball Club. Ben Natal, his teammate Ben Rill. Of course, last year, Greg Gittinger became the all-time leading scorer at Central. Ben Natal making it look easy with the and one. And up early right now, Central York 3, York High 0. A drive to the bucket by Josiah Romero. And Romero averaging 13 points per game and is just a freshman for the Bearcats.
Yeah, he's been a huge contributor as a freshman. You know, having David and Rashard missing early gave him a lot of exposure on the court in some big games.
And sinks his first of 2 shots for the Bearcats.
And sinks his second.
2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Romero.
Doug Lair bringing down the ball. Looking
down
Ben
low
Rill.
in the post to Ben Rill.
Good. Rebound by Byron Pinckney. Rebound by Ben Rill.
Rill.
And Ben puts
Keep
it
fighting
in.
and puts it in.
Central certainly isn't going to be able to give up 3 and 4 rebounds like that as this game continues.
Yeah, Ben Rill has some Division II offers to Clarion and Georgian Court. And a steal. Doug Lair Jr. out to R.B. Brown for 3 and makes it look easy from three-point land. Sinks it. The defending 6A state champs. Oh, matching that. Big 3.
Down low, wide open. Ben Rill goes to put it in. Followed up by Ben Natal.
Back and forth we go between York High.
And another turnover.
And a turnover gets it out to R.B. Brown. R.B. Brown averaging 10 points.
That was a
per game.
Quick defense by David Ward there, just knocking it out, so has a chance to play some defense on this end.
Panther possession. Gets it into Byron Pinckney, who was our player of the game against York High for the first game.
Blocked by Rashard Miller.
Ben Natal there with a bucket. Ben Natal, he could put on a show. He's starting early for the Central York Panther Ball Club, already with 7 points. Ben Natal.
That's going to be a second foul for Ben Rill.
Something to keep an eye on, and he's going to come have a seat on the bench. And in his place, JoJo Woodard, the Penn Tech commit. Deep 3 and sinks it. David Ward. His first points tonight for David Ward. And a big 3. Natal drives to the bucket. Ben Natal, we mentioned, had some Division I offers, most recently to Pepperdine University, Hampton University, Colgate, and Loyola of Maryland.
But we did hear some talks about him possibly going for an additional year after high school, depending on offers
Yeah, Pepperdine is big. I mean, he picked that up just the past couple weeks.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot more here soon. He sinks his first.
Yes, first of 2 shots for Ben Natal. Central with the lead 13-8. Make it 14-8. And Ben Natal already out to 9 points. Leads all scorers as Nazir Barnes brings the ball up court.
Short. Rebound.
By Byron Pickney. Pickney, an Albright commit for Central York.
Doug Layer. Rebound by Rashard Miller.
Rashard Miller, 6'6". Drive to the bucket for Nazir Barnes. Barnes now with 5 points. Quickly to Ben Natal, who went up for the dunk but was denied. Back and forth action. We wouldn't expect anything less, would we now, Brandy,
No.
between these two teams?
There's definitely a lot of excitement.
York High maintains possession. Deep 3 by Ward.
Brandon with the rebound.
Brandon.
And it's good.
Just Shields with his first points in tonight's game. Doug Laird Jr. to give
RB
her
for 3.
RB Brown for 3 off the iron. Misses.
Just short.
Under 4.5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Your score, Central York 14, York High 12.
RJ Jackson in for Doug Layer.
Oh, Ryan Jackson, the hustler. We'll see that throughout the game. Pulls off Barnes' feet. Central maintains possession.
That's Tyson Smith in for Brandon DeShields.
The loft into Ben Natal.
And remains Central's ball.
Central still with the possession, up by 2, 14-12.
JoJo
We approach
Woodward
the
with
4-minute
ball.
mark. Nice pass down low to Byron Pickney, who, if fans remember, he was our player of the game when we were at York High for their first inaugural broadcast this season with Central and York High. Down low.
Pass
and
by David Ward to Josiah Romero.
Josiah Romero now with 4 points and a 2-point lead for Central. Pickney with a deep 3, drains it.
So a heat check
Big shot.
on him there.
Big shot by Pickney.
Oh,
And a steal.
by RJ. Shot by Ben
Out on the
Natal.
wing, Ben Natal for
And
3.
it's good.
Nothing but net for Ben Natal. 12 points for Ben. Central with the lead 22-14 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Barnes to the net. Barnes fouled on the play. He'll head to the charity stripe. Nazir Barnes with 5 points for York High. And you may remember him from last year, a freshman for York Suburban. Now with York High and already with 5 points. Nazir Barnes, 6 points.
Jalen Shope enters and Juanita Scott.
Yep. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Nazir Barnes with 7
Ben
points.
Rill checks back into the game.
As we mentioned, Ben was having a seat on the bench. Already with 2 fouls, Ben Rill.
It'll be interesting to see. Is he still going to play aggressive or is he going to back off? I mean, we're still in the first quarter.
Drive to the bucket, misses for Doug Lair.
Doug Lair on Nasir Barnes.
And a turnover.
Was tipped out there
Ryan
by
Jackson with the ball.
Doug Lair. Oh, Wanique Scott goes for it. Byron Pinkney.
Nice move by Pinkney and the and one. Byron Pinkney averaging 11 points per game. The Albright commit will go for the and one. Central, a deep team. I think a lot of fans think that it's just about Ben Real and Ben Natal, but they have so much more to offer. And Byron Pinkney's a prime example of that. R.B. Brown, Ryan Jackson, the defending 6A champs, with just one loss and a loss of control of the ball there by Kai-Shawn Smith. Rolls out of bounds. It'll be Central possession. Now Central now up by 11, 27-16 with 2:25 remaining. And those are the type of mistakes you can't afford to have against a 10-1 ball club with Central.
No, and we talked about that. You know, the keys to winning were going to be limit turnovers.
Natal drives to the net and a put in by Ben Natal. 14 points for Ben. David Ward with the ball. The give to Barnes. Jalen Cook in. And the York High coaching staff saying that was touched. Referees disagree, and Central with the possession. 2:03 remaining. Your score, Central York 29, York High 16. R.B. Brown, inbound passer. The give to Ben Natal.
That's where they need their help.
The kick out to Byron Pinkney all alone. Barnes brings the ball up court for York High.
David
Kick out
Ward
to
for
Ward.
three. Go up, Wanique.
Wanique Scott underneath the net and a
Rebound
juggling
by
of the
Ben
ball.
Real.
But Doug Lair Jr. now. The ball. Ball last touched by Central York's Ben Natal. It'll be York High possession. 1:36 remaining in the first quarter.
Ben Real and Ben Natal both taken out.
JoJo Woodard back in, along with Ryan Jackson for Central York. And a bit of a trap set up there by Central's defense, and Byron Pinkney comes out with it. Nice feed down low to JoJo Woodard. Oh, what a give it. JoJo Woodard with his first points in tonight's game. Central 31, York High 16 as we are under 1 minute. Down low. To Tyson Smith, fouled on the play. Number 12 for York High will head to the free throw line.
With a trap like that, York High is going to have to move the ball quickly. And again, we talked about eliminating turnovers. Central's doing a nice job of putting that guard pressure on and giving themselves multiple shots with rebounds on the ball.
Smith with another opportunity here from the charity stripe. As Ben Natal checks back in, JoJo Woodard have a seat on the bench. As we mentioned, a Penn Tech commit to play basketball at the next level for JoJo Woodard. Tyson Smith's second shot misses.
R.J. Jackson with the rebound.
Central swinging the ball around here offensively. Real to the net. Rebound by York High. Now the
Tyson
Bearcats.
Smith, a shot by
Ward thought about it there, Brandy.
He did.
And a travel called on Tyson Smith. 29.4 seconds remain in the first quarter. R.B. Brown be the inbound passer. As Doug Lair Jr. brings the ball up court. And Central seems content to hold for the final possession here at the end of the first quarter. Ben Natal with the ball.
Go! David Ward, thanks. York High's looking for a goaltending.
They are looking for the call. We have arrived at the end of the first quarter with your score. Central York 31, York High 16. No goaltending call there as time expired.
The next shooter is Mr. Jaden Elgin-Prince. He's getting ready to attempt a three-point shot at the spot of his choice. He's also going to the big screen, 55-inch TV. Not tonight. Good try, Jaden. Let's give it up for him. Jaden Elgin-Prince for participating in the ejection ball, a three-point shootout.
We'll give the leading scores here. Central York's leading scorer, Ben Natal with 14 points, followed by Byron Pickney with 7 points. For York High, their leading scorer, Nazir Barnes with 7 points, followed by Josiah Romero with 4 points. It all leads up right now for a Central lead, 31-16. As we are set to soon start the second quarter. But Dew Jones jumping into the broadcast booth here. Dew, your thoughts on first quarter action?
Yeah, that was an exciting first quarter, back and forth affair. Like I said, there's a lot of emotions, and these guys know each other very well. So, coming into the game, they got to get those jitters out, and that's kind of what you saw in the first quarter. I know York High doesn't want to have another team score 30 points on them in the first quarter. And same thing for Central York, another team scoring 16 points against them in the first quarter. So I expect the second quarter to be a little bit more defensive-minded. Not so many fast breaks, but always some big plays from both these teams.
Yeah, we've come to expect it between the two schools.
I want to give a shout-out to all the fans that showed up here tonight. It's a packed house here tonight. We know thousands of fans are probably watching from home as well. Go to the YouTube chat. Go ahead and let us know who you think the player of the game is towards the second half of the game. And I'm going to give this back to Brandy.
Yeah, and we noticed, Dew mentioned a crowd. I noticed as I was pulling into the high school tonight that the parking lot was full, and you knew it was a big-time game featuring York High and Central. And a scramble for the ball. York High comes out with it. David Ward with the ball. Three-point attempt. Drains it. David Ward, his second three in tonight's game, gives him 6 points.
Doug Lair's definitely going to the basket.
And a turnover. That's when Eek Scott gives to David Ward. And Doug Lair Jr. comes out with the ball. And a foul called on the play. It looks like a hold on Bearcats, number 5, Wanique Scott. Central maintains possession. Brown, the inbound pass to Ben Rill, and Jalen Cook now brings the ball up court to give to Nazir Barnes. Sinks it. Nazir Barnes now with 9 points and an 8-point lead for Central. York High cutting into Central's lead with a timeout on the court with 7:11 remaining. Central York 28, York High 21, and the Bearcats are kind of clawing their way back here to start the second quarter. And we're not quite a minute into the second quarter, Brandy.
Well, and we knew from the very beginning that this was going to be a fight for sure.
I mentioned, the York High Bearcats are kind of clawing their way back in here to start the second quarter, and they're doing just that.
Yeah, and you expect that from York High. They're not going to take anything laying down. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to try to get some steals, and they're going to be scrappy. That's just York High's DNA. So, that's going to be out for the whole game. No matter what the score is, up or down, York High is going to remain scrappy, feisty, and all over the ball.
Central maintains the possession. Coming off the timeout.
Doug Layer with the ball.
Ben Real with the ball. Drives to the net to kick out to Byron Pinkney all alone out in the wing. And a big three.
I said the heat check was on him last time, and it's headed this way for this
Byron Pinkney. Albright's going to have a player there coming their way. Byron Pinkney.
What I like
already
about
with 10
Byron
points.
is that he was always a team player. He had a role, he waited his turn, and now it's his time to shine, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Nazir Barnes with the bucket, into double digits for Nazir with 11. Down low to Rill, and the
Good dish by RB.
And Rill with 4 points. 10-point lead for Central as we are under 6.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Nazir Barnes brings the ball up court. A bit of a trap there. Applied by Central on a turnover. Byron Pinkney, the drive to the bucket. Ben Rill there to clean it up. 6 points for Ben Rill as Jalen Shope now bringing the ball up court for the Bearcats. Nice move to the bucket for Rashard Miller, his first points.
Doug Layer's going to drive.
It's like a jump ball called.
That's going to be a sub for Doug Layer for RJ.
Yeah, Ryan Jackson entering the game. Bearcat possession. As Barnes brings the ball up court for the Bearcats. Wanique Scott, the give down low. Nice pass to Rashard Miller. 4 points for Miller. Fun matchup there, RB Brown versus David Ward. Baseline, Ben Rill.
Turnover there, Wanique Scott.
And a scramble for the ball. Nazir Barnes with it. The give to Jalen Shope.
Bearcats got the rebound, got a hold on the floor.
They maintain possession, the Bearcats. Ward drives to the bucket. Nice move by David Ward. 8 points for David Ward. And a timeout on the court with 4:44 remaining before halftime. In your score, Central York 35, York High 29. And Central York looking maybe to slow some of the momentum that York High has created here as they've gone on a run.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many talented athletes on this floor tonight. It's just fun to watch. It's fun to watch the plays, seeing them dive on the ground, seeing the actions, the rebounds. There's a lot of talent here in these two teams.
Fans are getting their money's worth here tonight between York High and Central. York High comes in averaging 64 points, and conversely, Central averaging 74 points. Could be a shootout here tonight from Central York. It's well on its way with the score Central York 35, York High 29. As Central maintains possession, they'll bring the ball up. Ryan Jackson gives RB Brown Natal. Ben Rill and Byron Pickney, your 5 for Central. Baseline Pickney. David Ward, Nazir Barnes, Juanit Scott, Uzziah Romero.
Ben Natal from the corner.
3-point shot.
Rashard Miller goes for the rebound.
And Rashard Miller out.
Took out of his hands by RB, then taken out of his hands by Uzziah. Rashard Miller's going up.
Much to the dismay of the York High fan base here, not agreeing with the call here by the officials. Natal gives to Rill. All alone on the outside. Ryan Brown Jr. A big 3. 6 points for our Ryan Brown. Drive to the bucket. Swatted away by Rill. The out to Pickney. And the dunk by Slamma jamma for Byron Pickney. Barnes now brings the ball up court. Be York High's ball. Some substitutions taking place. Jalen Shope re-entering the game. JoJo Woodard for Central in. Kick out to Ward. .318 remaining before halftime. Your score Central 40, York High 29.
Ben Natal back in the game for Byron Pickney.
Ben Natal leads all scores with 19, followed by Byron Pickney's 12.
Nas for 3. Brandon DeShields with the rebound. The rebound again, and the foul.
And the foul. DeShields will head to the charity stripe.
I talked about tremendous athletes out here tonight, but let's talk about how great both cheerleading squads are.
They're both represented.
Watching them flip out there and their jumps, they do amazing. So shout out to both Central York and York High cheerleaders.
Brandon DeShields makes his first shot here from the free throw line. A 10-point lead for Central, 40-30. It'll be Central's possession. A fast-paced first half between York High and Central. Inbound pass to Doug Lair Jr. Now JoJo Woodard brings the ball up court. A 3-on-2 and the put in. That's Ryan Jackson with his first points.
Jalen Shope to Uzziah Romero.
And a turnover.
That's a turnover back.
All alone for the easy bucket for Uzziah Romero. 6 points. And a timeout called on the court with 2:42 remaining. Central York 42, York High 32.
And I'll take a minute quick to say a big thank you to our sponsors. We have OSS Health, Thornton Automotive Dover, Your Medicare Solutions, the YMCA, Piccolo Friendly Movers, Fair Fairview Early Learning Center, Basil Insurance, with our good friend Greg Basil. Gamlet, BLM Construction and Remodeling with Brian Singer, State Farm with Josh Grove, Vertical Rays, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, Wise Printing Company, and S3 Performance with John Turpak and Ron Johnson.
Take a breather. It was all sponsors for our basketball season. We appreciate their support, and we appreciate your support for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars, live from Central York High School. And as I mentioned moments ago, a very entertaining first half. Central with the lead right now, 42-32, coming off the timeout. Nazir Barnes, the leading scorer for York High, with 11 points scored. Central maintains possession coming off the timeout. The inbound pass to Ben Rill, who's like triple team.
It's also 30-21 Red Lion at the halftime of their game.
With Dallastown and Red Lion, the backyard brawl taking place at Red Lion. And the girls team, Red Lion undefeated, playing at Dallastown tonight. As Ben Rill heads to the charity stripe, sinks his first shot. 7 points for Ben Rill. Two for two from the charity stripe for Ben Rill.
Doug Layer checking back into the game. It's time for Ben Rill.
I would imagine they want to preserve Ben Rill. Hey, he's sitting with 2 fouls right now, and JoJo Woodard just as physical down low in the post for Central. Barnes with the ball. David Ward matched up on our Ryan Brown. Down
Wide
low.
open underneath.
All alone. Woodard comes out with the ball. Nice pass. As we approach the 2-minute mark before halftime, Central York 44, York High 32. It's Brandy Shope, Todd Edwards, and you this Wednesday night. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. And a foul called on the play against Ben Natal. The York High's possession.
Rashard Miller back in.
Ward now with the ball. DeShields down low, calling for the ball. A turnover as Doug Laird Jr., a 3-on-1. Nice move by Ryan Brown to the net. Gives Ryan Brown 8 points. A 3-point attempt by Barnes. Misses. Rebound by Byron Pickney.
Going to be a foul on Rashard Miller.
1:11 remain before halftime.
And that's going to be their 5th foul, sending Central York to the line.
Byron Pickney at the free throw line. Already has 12 points, matching his jersey number. Make it 13 for Byron. Ben Natal with 14 points.
We'll see if Byron can match that right here.
Yeah, we'll have another opportunity. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Byron Pickney. 14 points for Pinckney. Nice put in by Brandon DeShields. Gives DeShields 5 points. Deep three by Ryan Jackson. Barnes, nice move to the bucket. 13 points for Nazir Barnes. As we approach the 30-second mark before halftime.
The player driving. Oh, that's a travel. I don't like to yell those things before they happen.
Yeah,
but I saw that one coming.
21.8 seconds remaining. Now York High with potentially the final possession before halftime. Barnes brings it up court. 3-point shot by Barnes misses.
David Ward with the rebound. Shard Miller driving in.
And a bucket by Miller.
And it's a 10-point ball game at the half.
Your scores, Central York 48. York High 38. We've arrived at halftime. Your leading scorers for Central York, well, Ben Natal with 14 points, Byron Pinckney with 14 points. For York High, their leading scorer, Nazir Barnes with 13 points, followed by David Ward's 8 points. Again, it all adds up to a 10-point lead for Central York as we've arrived at halftime. Again, your score, Central York 48. York High 38. Want to remind the fans we'll be back on the air this Friday as DeLone Catholic girls travel to York Catholic Friday night from the Forgin Gym, the historic Forgin Gym on the campus of York Catholic. Sports Shooting Stars will have a big matchup, our Game 3 for us this week. And you can continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And, of course, a big weekend for basketball with Hoops for Harmony coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 full days of basketball, and a lot of games being played. They're going to be played at York Suburban, they're going to be played at Votech, and they're going to be played at
I think York High as well. Yeah, I mean, I think there's nearly 60 teams in total that will be playing over the course of MLK weekend. And if you want to see some top-notch basketball and players, maybe some future NBA or WNBA players, and you won't have to travel to Philadelphia, New York. They'll be right here in our backyard here in York. Come on out and support Hoops for Harmony this weekend. You're going to see some top talent. And Central and York are both going to be part of it this coming weekend with Hoops for Harmony.
That's correct.
The showcase event.
Well, I think we're going to take a break here, watch a little bit of the halftime show and some commercials, and thank our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
Stars sincerely thank our fans, partners, and sponsors for their commitment and support to our program in high school athletics. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our Customer Appreciation Sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs? You got it! You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments? You got it! Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
This is Marcellus Soul Block, and it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show.
We bring the game to you.
Yeah, you know us as being the #1 sports broadcast company in Central Pennsylvania. And it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show. Want to become a sponsor of the broadcast? Or maybe you want to be a guest on this podcast? Well, you know what to do. Contact us. You can email sportshootingstars@gmail.com. If you need more content or want to support the Shooting Stars podcast, just go to our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah.
Welcome back, sports fan. Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Brandy Shope, as we are seconds away from the start of the third quarter. And your score from Central York 48, York High 38, a 10-point lead for the Panthers. And a tip of the hat to the crowd that came out tonight. It's a massive crowd here from Central York, and we are underway. Central will be moving left to right now on your TV screen. Pinkney with a deep three. They're to clean it up.
By R.B. Brown.
Brown now in double digits with 10.
Go for it.
Pass here to David Ward.
Don't let him shut up.
Pass here, Barnes drives the corner, kicks back out to Brandon DeShields.
And a scramble for the ball. Brandon DeShields, number 24, has 5 points for York High. Bearcats with the possession. Nazir Barnes drives to the net. What a move by Barnes. And the and one.
And I'll be interested to see, because the foul's either on RB or Ben Rill.
Well, that's 15 for Barnes now with the bucket and the and one opportunity.
They actually called the foul on Doug Layer.
Barnes leads all scorers with 15 right now, and an opportunity to add to his point total here from the free throw line. And nothing but net for Barnes. Doug Lair Jr. brings the ball up court for Central. A 9-point lead for the Panthers over the Bearcats, 50-41. Third quarter action. Feed down low to Rill. There to clean it up, Pinkney.
Barnes having a little bit of trouble there in that press.
Down low, and the easy put in for Brandon DeShields. 7 points for DeShields. And back and forth we go here, Brandy. 3-point shot by Rill off the iron.
Rebound by Rashard Miller.
Barnes drives to the bucket, swatted away by Pinkney. The ball rolls out of bounds.
Little fan action down there for fun. Brandon DeShields with the ball, going baseline.
DeShields.
And it's short, off the rim.
Rebound by Ben Rill.
Byron Pinckney on the drive, looking at
Nice
Ben Rill.
feed down low to Ben Rill.
Foul by.
Yeah. As we're just starting the third quarter here, Ben Rill's going to head to the free throw line. 10 turnovers in the first half for Central York. 12 turnovers for York High. Central York shot 18-33 from the field, and York High shot 15 for 30 from the field. Courtesy of the Scapa report. Rill sinks his first shot. 9 points for Ben Rill. Two for two from the charity stripe. That gives Ben 10.4 players for Central in double digits.
Yeah. I mean, hitting those foul shots are huge.
An 11-point lead, Central 54, York High 43.
Drives to the basket, gets his own rebound, goes back up. Richard Miller goes back up, and it's good.
Miller puts it in. Nice effort by Richard Miller and the bucket.
Barnes drives to the basket. Brandon with the rebound. He misses.
Rebound by Doug Lair Jr. to give it Ben Natal. Nice feed.
Oh, and he misses.
Oh, and a hard fall for Ben Rill. Rill's going to head back to the charity stripe. Second foul called on Brandon DeShields. Rill making his first shot.
Just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Kenny, who always watches the game. Kenny's a Special Olympics champion.
And a supporter of you and Sports Shooting Stars.
That's right.
12 points for Ben Rill as we approach the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Ball rolled out of bounds, last touched by the Bearcats.
Make sure you guys are tuning in as we're watching this second half for our player of the game, most Sports Shooting Stars, and our hard hat, BLM Construction, defensive.
Big three by Ben Natal.
Turnover
and a steal.
By Romero. But he gets the rebound.
Just rolled off the feet.
Turnover by Uzziah Romero.
Uzziah Romero goes out of bounds. Central possession. Ben Natal with 17 points. Byron Pinckney, 16 points.
Byron looks like he tweaked his ankle, so we'll stay tuned to see what happens here. Just want to make sure that he's doing well.
And the leading scorer for the York High Bearcats, Nazir Barnes, with 16 points. Nice second effort by Ben Rill for the bucket. Your score, Central York 61, York High 45. 4:11 remain in the third quarter. Three-point shot by Barnes. Misses. Ben Natal gets it out. Nice move by Ryan Jackson. 4 points for Ryan Jackson. A timeout called by York High with 3:56 remaining. Your score, Central York 63, York High 45. We'll run a quick commercial. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
I give him 2 points so far in the contest.
Oh, off the bank there.
And right now, York High is on a roll. Really, everything they're putting up is dropping.
Now, off the iron. David Ward for the push.
And it's good.
And this is the matchup that most fans want to see. Ben Natal open for three.
3-point shot for Natal. And
they're pressing David Ward.
Amari Davis now with the ball, brings the ball up court. Tucker jump shot.
Outlet pass.
Down
Great
to Ben
outlet
Real.
pass.
Ben
Boom!
Real with a dunk.
And we're back.
York High's possession as they bring the ball up court. David Ward.
You gotta go for it.
And a turnover. R.B. Brown with the push off, and it's called.
And that gives RB his third foul here with 3:40 left in the third quarter.
Oh, and a turnover. Now Ryan Brown with the opportunity. Places it in. 12 points for Ryan Brown. The kick out to Jalen Shope for three.
Rebound by Rashard Miller. Jalen Shope with the ball. To Rashard Miller, who drives in. And it's good.
Big bucket by Rashard Miller, and the and one gives Miller 10 points with 3:06 remaining. Your score, Central York 65, York High 50.
That was a big move by Rashard Miller going at their point guard, R.B. Brown, because that gives him his fourth foul, which means he's going to be sitting here a little bit in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt for them a little.
Ben Natal with the ball.
No one
was, came late in the lane there to kind of get into Natal's way and fouled on the play. It'll be a 2-point play here from the free throw line for Ben Natal. Has 17 points. As you mentioned, R.B. Brown in a little foul trouble with 4 fouls with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
You see Byron Pinkney's back, so good news. His ankle's okay. And since I have the opportunity quick, I'm going to say hi to my 94-year-old grandmother, Helen Overlander. Thanks for tuning in and being a Bearcat fan.
There you go.
Rashard Miller with the rebound.
Barnes with the ball. 3-point shot by Ward. Central now with the possession. Pinkney. Give to Ryan Jackson. Over to Doug Lair. Ben Natal.
David Ward going in for the layup, and he gets fouled.
Foul going to the net, David Ward. Now he'll have an opportunity from the free throw line with 2:21 remaining and a 15-point lead for Central York, 65-50. Mentioned in our pre-game show, York High averaging 64 points per game. Central York 74 points per game through this season.
And he sinks the second shot.
David Ward with 9 points in tonight's game. Lair drives to the bucket. And the put in. It falls in. It's Doug Lair Jr.'s first points tonight. Nice steal. A scramble for the ball. Stopping the clock with 1:54 remaining. Central York 67, York High 51. They give to Natal.
A deflection by Shope. David Ward with the ball. Drives to the basket, it's short. Ben Natal with the rebound. Kicking it out to Doug Lair.
Oh, nice move and pass to Ben Rill.
By RJ.
16 points for Ben Rill. Nice bucket.
Okay,
Ty Maxfield with his first points and a big one, a big three for Ty Maxfield.
And
Ty now with a steal.
And he picks up the foul right after. Ty definitely is a huge spark off the bench for York High. Coach Kerry Glover just recently gave a shout out to Ty for coming off the bench, always being prepared, and being able to hit some big shots.
Sitting all game, and here you are in the third quarter with a minute remaining to come in and with a hot hand and drain a three. And now at the free throw line for more scoring opportunities for Ty Maxfield. Makes his first shot of two. Ty with 4.
And that gives number 11 from Central, Doug Lair, his third foul.
I have a feeling we may not see them till the fourth quarter, both Doug Lair and R.B. Brown.
Well, Doug's in right now.
Yeah, Doug. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Ty Maxfield. Gives Ty 5 points. They give to Ben Rill. Central maintains possession. Ryan Jackson with the inbound pass to Ben Natal.
RJ Jackson driving to the basket. He misses a layup. Ty Donda.
Rebound by the Bearcats.
Nasir Barnes pulling it back out.
Fun matchup. Ben Natal versus Nazir Barnes. Seeing those two go to battle.
That's JoJo Woodard in for Ben Natal here.
39.1 seconds remain in the third quarter. In a fast-paced game here tonight from Central York.
Pass to Ty Donda.
Just
he turns it over.
Rolled off the fingertips of Tyson Smith. It'll be Central's possession.
Ben Natal back in. Kyler Landis back in. So Central's putting their shooters in here for the last 21 seconds. And also trying to make sure that no quick fouls happen by utilizing their bench, which is a smart move. And Ben Natal picks up an offensive foul.
You're not going to count that bucket.
And that's going to be his third. There's 18.5 seconds left.
Barnes with the ball, matched up with Ryan Jackson. Pinckney puts it up, but not quite enough as we've come to the end of the third quarter with your score. Central York 69, York High 56. And what an entertaining first three quarters here. Go through some leading scores here for Central York. Ben Natal with 17 points, followed by Byron Pinckney with 16 points, along with Ben Rill, 16. York High, Nazir Barnes with 16 points. Rashard Miller with 10 points. All adds up right now for a Central lead, 69-56 over York High. And, you know, as we enter the fourth quarter, you may want to participate in our group chat through our YouTube page to see maybe who could be the player of the game or players of the game.
Just some updates from the Red Lion Dallastown game. It is 51-40 Red Lion over Dallastown boys, and 14-13 Dallastown girls up at halftime over the Red Lion Lady Lions.
Backyard brawl, both teams, boys and girls teams, Dallastown, Red Lion, always a rivalry game. And of course, as Red Lion coming into tonight's game undefeated with a 15-0 mark. We profiled them this past Monday at Northeastern. And a big week for the Red Lion girls. They're at Red Lion, and then this coming Friday, they'll play the York Suburban girls team. So some challenging teams on the schedule for the Red Lions, led by their head coach, Don Dimoff. And we are moments away from the start of the fourth quarter here from Central York High School. Your thoughts so far through three quarters here, Brandy?
I mean, of course, it's some exciting basketball. A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers from both sides in this game, which is making it a little more interesting for sure. I'm having to battle through some adversity. I did also want to give a shout-out to Tori Ross, who hit her 1,000 points, and Mariah Shue, who hit her 1,000 points.
Well, we're going to see York Catholic and Mariah Shue this Friday, the Battle of the Catholics from Forge and Gym, our third game this weekend. A steal by Byron Pinckney. They give back and forth, and Pinckney with the easy bucket.
Just looked good, and a steal again by Ben Natal to Ben Rill.
Rill drives to the bucket.
And that's going to be a foul on Ryan Jackson on the rebound.
Bearcat possession.
David Ward pulls up a little hard. Brandon
Rebound by
Shields.
Central.
Doug Layer bringing up the ball. Pulls up for three. Short. David Ward tips it. One-on-one with Byron Pinckney, and Byron blocks the ball.
Away by Pinckney. Down in front of the student section. Not in my house, he says. And ball rolls out of bounds. It will be Bearcat possession.
David Ward for three.
Ward for three.
Bounces off the rim.
Foul called on Rashard Miller.
That's going to be his fourth.
Several players kind of entering into foul trouble here as we enter the fourth quarter. Pinckney. The give to Ryan Jackson.
Brown drives to the basket.
And a travel called.
Rashard Miller for three. It's
shot
long.
Misses. Rebounded by Central York.
It's going to be a turnover for Central York.
Action getting hot and heavy. Ball last touched by Central, the York High's possession. A scramble for the ball, last touched by the Bearcats. Nice pass down low to Pinkney. His shot misses.
To Rashard Miller, to David Ward.
Oh, swatted away.
And that's goaltending on Ben Natal.
Goaltending.
It's good. It's going to be Central York's ball. Nasir Barnes with the hold.
Yeah, David Ward with 11 points for York High. Feed down low to Ryan Jackson. Central right now being patient as we're
at this point,
6 minute mark.
To move around.
And a turnover. York High comes out with it. Ty Maxfield. Nice bucket by Ty Maxfield. 7 points for Ty.
Turnover by Doug Lair.
Yeah, last touch off the back of Doug Lair. An 11-point lead for Central, 71-60. 5:37 remains in regulation.
We talked earlier, said Ty Maxfield is definitely a spark. Every time he has the opportunity, he maximizes it. Maxfield for three, it's short.
Comes up short on that shot. Rill there for the put in. 18 points for Ben Rill.
The pass.
The easy bucket for Brandon DeShields.
Natal going, kicking it out to Lair, to RB for three. And it's
Brown
good.
sinks it. 15 points for Ryan Brown.
York High's going to have to turn it on and make some magic happen now. David Ward for three, and it's good.
Nothing but net for David Ward. And that gives David Ward 14 points. A timeout called on the court with 4:37 remain. Central York 76, York High 65. And the Bearcats cheerleaders entertaining
and the jumps going on, the flips going on
both ends of the stadium here.
Make sure you check out Mrs. D's Got Tees for our sports shooting stars, sweatsuits, You can order an entire sweatsuit. We can do sweatshirts, T-shirts, any type of merch to support Sports Shooting Stars and Mrs. T's Got Cheese. We would love to have that. Also, we're always looking for sponsors. If there's a game that you're interested in, please let us know. We appreciate all of our sponsors here. Central has the ball coming in to Doug Layer.
Coming off the timeout, Central's possession. Ben Natal alone.
And it's short.
Shot comes up short. Ty Maxfield.
David Ward with the rebound. Misses the put off. Ben Natal comes off. Rashard Miller comes off.
Ryan Brown with the possession. As we approach the 4-minute mark.
Wide open.
Nice move by Doug Lair Jr. 4 points for Doug Lair Jr. 13-point lead for Central. 78-65. As we approach under 4 minutes. 3-point shot by Barnes. Nothing but net.
And it's good.
19 points for Nazir Barnes.
And we're back to a 10-point ball game. Josiah Romero hits the floor. Byron hits the floor. Nas.
Barnes comes out of that, and after all that, a travel call. Some hustle there by both teams.
And what it did was that it gave York High the opportunity to play defense again, get the ball underneath. A lot of hustle out there from both teams.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Quite the effort. And then there it is again.
Byron Pinckney drives.
Pinckney drives to
No
the
one
net.
in there. He gets his own rebound.
There's Ben Real to clean it up.
Timeout Central.
Ben Rill with 20 points. Byron Pinckney, 18 points. Ben Natal, 17 points. Ryan Brown, 15 points. Your score with 3:09 remaining with a timeout called on the court. Central York 80, York High 68. And
yeah, Todd, it seems like these games always come down to this. It's very intense. These guys are going back and forth. I mean, right into the bell rings. When it's 0-0-0 on the clock is when these guys are going to give up. No matter who's up, it's going to be very intense and very aggressive from both sides. And York High is going to, do their main push right now. They're going to do everything they can to get some steals, some turnovers, to get some quick points and get back into the game. It's very close to a single-digit lead for Central York, so they have to do a better job of kind of controlling the ball there, towards the second half. There's a lot of turnovers on both teams.
Yeah, and there's still 3 minutes remaining. Anything can happen here.
Plenty of time.
Yes, plenty of time.
Yeah, York High has 22 turnovers. Central York has 17 turnovers. That's nearly 40 turnovers here in this game. And this is a rivalry game. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of back and forth. Sometimes guys want to stick it to each other. But, you got to play team game. And, this game so far has been very intense and a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, it is.
David Ward for three.
Jalen Shope comes out with it. A deep three by Barnes. Central York possession.
Barnes has 19 points on the night so far.
Yeah,
leads all scores in the not leads all scores, but leads all scores for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Ben Real with 20 points for Central.
And you see York High set up in their full court press. Nasir Barnes guarded against Ben Natal. Kick out.
The jump shot by Lair and sinks it. Lair now with 6 points.
That's a great job from Doug Lair. Had a couple turnovers in the game, but staying aggressive and confident in the game and still knocking down some big-time shots. I love to see that shot from him.
David Ward now for three. Miller there.
And that's a great job from Rashard Miller, the freshman, 6'4 freshman, number 10, with the rebound. You know, his father, Richard Miller, used to play basketball for York High back in the late 90s, from 97, 96, 97, 98.
Rashard with 10 points, matching his jersey number.
Also relation to Seth Leonard. He's part of his mother's side is the Leonards. As you know, Silas Leonard that plays for York Suburban.
And Seth, I believe, is an assistant coach with Dallastown.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Absolutely. Freshman at the line. Getting some valuable time right now in the game.
Central now with a possession.
Byron Pinckney with the ball. If I'm Central, I'm working the ball. I'm trying to get the clock down.
The feed to Ben Rill. Nice move by Ben Rill. 22 points for Ben Rill.
Rashard Miller for three.
And sinks it. Big shot by Miller. 13 points for Rashard Miller. Under 2 minutes remaining.
Right now we need to push for turnovers here at York High. Rashard Miller with the rebound and picks up a quick foul by Byron Pinckney.
1:38 remaining. And we mentioned coming into this game, Central averaged 74 points per game. Well, they're well above that with 84. York High averaged 64 points. They're above their average tonight with 71.
Turnover.
Central York will maintain possession. The inbound pass to Ben Rill.
RB bringing the ball down.
Under 90 seconds.
Good pass down low, kick out. Like I said, Central York's going to do a nice job of moving the ball and trying to slow it down.
And maybe bleed some time off the clock as well.
And that's a fourth foul.
Remaining.
So every foul after this that York High does, it's going to send them to the line.
Right to the charity stripe.
Central York has 3 right now as well.
And it will send Pinckney to the free throw line. Byron Pinckney with 18 points. Make it 19.
I wasn't sure that one was going in. That was a big bounce there.
Two for two from the charity stripe. With that free throw, Byron Pinckney now with 20 points. Ben Rill, 20 points. Central with the lead, 86-71. 117 remains in regulation. I want to remind the fans to stay tuned to Sports Shooting Stars postgame as we will make our way down to the hardwood floor to talk to the player of the game or players of the game.
Go for it, go for it. Go down.
Baseline Barnes feeds to Miller and the bucket. 15 points for Rashard Miller. Great effort by Miller tonight. Ryan Brown heading to the free throw line. Ryan Brown with 15 points. Make it 16.
He's definitely good on the foul line.
Another opportunity for Ryan Brown. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 17 points for Ryan Brown. As Brown checks
like
out.
He's gonna take a
JoJo
seat.
Woodard coming into the game.
Going to be a foul on the play. Bearcat ball underneath.
Bearcats maintain possession. 44.2 seconds remain.
David Ward for 3, and it's good.
Sinks it. David Ward with 17 points.
Be a full timeout there.
And a timeout on the court with 40 seconds remaining. Your score, Central York 88, York High 76. Be a good time to mention some of the scores. We mentioned David Ward with 17 points. His teammate Nazir Barnes with 19 points. Rashard Miller with 15 points for Central York. It's been a bevy of scores here. We have Ben Rill with 22 points. Byron Pinkney with 20 points. Ryan Brown with 17 points, along with Ben Natal, 17 points. And it all adds up for a Central lead, 88-76, with 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And a quick foul on Ben Rill. It's going to send Ben Rill to the free throw line, looking to add to his point total.
Yeah, Ben and RB are two people I wouldn't want to see
At the free throw line?
No,
Yeah,
no, they usually
make it look
knock
easy.
It down.
Just as you said that, Brandy. Barnes now with the ball, bringing it up court. Jump shot, short.
A foul by Ben Natal. Sending Nasir Barnes to the foul line.
It's going to send Barnes to the free throw line. Nazir with 19 points.
We talked about points per game and defensive points per game, and neither one of them did what they they sold us a bill of goods on that one.
2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Barnes with 21 points. A timeout on the court with 32 seconds remaining. Your score, Central York 89, York High 78. That was a timeout called by Central York. Be a good time to remind the fans that are tuned in, go to our chat room, recommend some players of the game or player of the game from tonight's contest between York High and Central. And want to remind the fans we'll be back on the air this coming Friday as Sports Shooting Stars travels to York Catholic. Battle of the Catholics. DeLune Catholic girls travel to York Catholic. Remember earlier in the year, York Catholic girls knocked off DeLune Catholic after DeLune Catholic won nearly over 70 games in division play. DeLune Catholic, the Squirettes, will be looking for some redemption this Friday at York Catholic. York Catholic led by their 1,000-point scorer Mariah Shue, a Lock Haven commit. Tune in this Friday to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. Foul on the play will send Doug Laird Jr. to the free throw line. He has 6 points.
And it falls.
Falls 7 points. 90 points for Central York. Two for two from the free throw line for Doug Lair. Barnes drives to the bucket. Rebound by Ben Rill. Foul on Ben Rill. Now it'll send Ben to the free throw line. This may have been the longest 33 seconds in recent time.
Very long, 33 seconds.
Ben Rill drains it. 24 points for Ben Rill. Make it 25. Impressive performance by Ben Rill tonight. Barnes drives to the bucket. And a scramble for the ball.
Wanique Scott.
Wanique Scott with his first points.
Central's going to hold that till the end.
And it's a final from Central York. Your score, Central York 93, York High 80. What a game, Brandy, here from Central York High School.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game. A bunch of great athletes out there. A big battle from beginning to end. Central York pulls it off, leaving them still number one in Division I.
Yes.
And improving to 10-1?
11-1 with the win tonight. An impressive performance by Central. As we mentioned, scored 93 points. We're going to make our way down on the court. Hopefully talk to a player of the game or players of the game. Stay tuned for our post-game show with Brandy Shope and yours truly, Todd Edwards, as we'll make our way down on the court to talk to some Central players post-game. Yeah, Ben Rill. Oh, yeah, big.
Go ahead and start it, and then, like I said, anybody else come out, we'll talk to them.
Okay, welcome back. Well, it's Todd Edwards, part 2 here. We'll do post-game show here. We're joined by 3 of the winning Central York Panthers. To my left, Byron Pigney. You finished with 20 points. We'll start with you. Talk about your performance tonight against York High.
I think coming out, we kind of knew what we were expecting. With Nas Barnes, very talented kid, top 10 player in the county easily. We kind of focused on just playing our brand of basketball coming out. And I said this before, any given night, a person could score 20 points. Tonight was one of those nights. It's consistent for us now. So I think coming out, these guys trusting me, getting to me the ball, we're getting Uno and RB the shots. That's how we play our brand of basketball.
Your team of Uno, Ben Natal, 17 points. Talk about the win tonight over York High as you beat them 2-0 this year.
This game was definitely hyped up. I mean, we wanted to come out and be the aggressor for sure. That was a part of our game plan. I think we did a good job doing that. I think we could have shared the ball a little bit better. We did it better in the second half, and that led to, a team win. Everybody basically was in double digits. So.
Yeah, an impressive performance. No, Brandy, my arm's not that long. You have some players down there as well, Doug Lair and Ryan Brown Jr. Talk to them.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the game and what you contributed tonight. I know fourth quarter picked up a quick fourth foul, and that kind of held you back a little bit, but you were able to keep your composure and get back to the game. Tell us a little bit about the win.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Byron said, our brand of basketball is different over here. We have about 5-6 guys that can get double digits every night. So, when I pick up my fouls, I'm not worried at all. I got a talented team with me here. So, I'm not really worried. I know everyone's going to pick up any slack that anyone leaves on. And, we just came out here and played as a team and won the game.
Awesome. Doug, tell us about your thoughts on the game.
I know in the beginning, me personally, I had a rough stretch. I kept turning the ball over, but we all, my teammates, they had my back. They helped me turn it around, and they just made me play my game.
Looks like you're getting shorter as the time goes on, so here we go, up here.
Yeah, I mean, I think our overall message was we have to match their physicality. I think, we knew it was going to be a scrappy game like other games that we've played so far, but overall it was a great team win. We found each other. I think almost 4 guys had over 20 points tonight, so it was amazing. We shared the ball really well, and, we're on to the next one.
Excellent.
Well, you mentioned it, guys. It was a team win, double digits for a lot of these guys tonight, and a big win over York High, 93-80. And on to Hoops for Harmony this week against Emotep. It should be a big battle here in York. Come on out, support Central York as they move to 11-1 on Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you.